Welcome back to Grammar Grade 10. This is Unit 1, Lesson 10, and today we meet one of the smallest parts of speech, and one of the busiest, the preposition. These are little words like under, before, and because of. They look like nothing at all, yet they carry an enormous amount of meaning, because they tell us how one thing stands in relation to another. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to find any preposition, name its object, and mark off the phrase it builds. Let's get started. So what exactly is a preposition? A preposition is a word that shows the relationship of a noun or a pronoun to some other word in the sentence. Watch it happen. The kite sailed above the rooftops. The kite is the thing doing the action. Sailed is the action itself. And then comes above. That little word is our preposition. Right behind it sits the rooftops, the noun that the preposition points to. Now look at the arrow. Above reaches back and ties the rooftops to sailed. It tells us exactly where the sailing happened. That connection is the entire job. A preposition is, at heart, a relationship word. Here's the thing. A preposition almost never travels alone. It drags a little group of words along with it, and that group has a name, the prepositional phrase. Take this sentence. We rested under the old stone bridge. We rested tells us what happened. Then under, there's our preposition. And the noun bridge is the object of the preposition. That is simply the word the preposition points to. Now notice the small words the, old, and stone. They describe the object, so they write along inside the phrase too. Put it all together and you get a tidy formula. A prepositional phrase equals the preposition plus its object plus any modifiers of that object. Prepositions are what we call a closed club. There aren't many of them, and new ones almost never join, so it really does pay to know them by sight. Here's a first batch. About, above, across, after, against, along, among, around. And another. At, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond. Keep going. By, down, during, except, for, from, in, into, near, of. And finally, off, on, over, past, through, to, under, until, up, with. That is most of the ones you will ever meet in a sentence. You don't have to recite the list from memory, but the more of these you recognize instantly, the faster the phrases jump off the page at you. Some prepositions arrive in more than one word, and those are called compound prepositions. According to, because of, instead of. Each of those is 2 or 3 words doing the work of a single preposition. And there are plenty more. In spite of, in front of, next to, out of. Let's watch one at work. We hiked in spite of the rain. The whole chunk, in spite of, is the preposition, and rain is its object. So don't let the extra words fool you. Several words can still add up to one preposition. Now here's the part that trips people up, so let's slow down. The very same word can be a preposition in one sentence and an adverb in another. Look at this one. The runner sprinted past. Nothing at all follows the word past. It just tells us how the running went. With no noun behind it, past has no object, and so here past is an adverb. But now watch this. The runner sprinted past the finish line. This time, past is followed by a noun, the finish line, and that noun is its object. Because it has an object, past is a preposition here. So the whole test is a single question. Does the word have an object? No object, and it's an adverb. An object, and it's a preposition. A single sentence can easily hold more than one prepositional phrase, so let's practice pulling them apart. Here's our sentence. After the long rehearsal, we walked through the quiet park. Start at the front. After is a preposition, and its object is rehearsal. So after the long rehearsal is our first phrase, and it tells us when. Now keep reading. Through is also a preposition, and its object is park. So through the quiet park is a second phrase, and this one tells us where. 2 prepositions, 2 objects, 2 phrases. The method never changes. Find each preposition and then find its object. Let's turn the whole lesson into a check you can run in about 2 seconds. Step 1. Spot the little relationship word, something like under, before, or because of. Step 2. Ask what noun or pronoun comes right after it, because that word is the object of the preposition. Step 3. If nothing follows it at all, then the word isn't a preposition. It's an adverb in disguise. And once you've found the preposition and its object, remember the shape of the whole unit. Preposition plus object plus any modifiers. That is your prepositional phrase. Shall we try a few together? Time to practice. In this first set, I'll give you a sentence, and your job is to find the preposition hiding inside it. Pause the video and pick it out before I reveal each answer. Here's the sentence. The kettle whistled on the old stove. Which word is the preposition? Check each one for a relationship plus an object. On shows place, where the whistling happened, and the noun stove is sitting right behind it as its object, so the preposition is on. Next, nobody left before the final bell. Look for the relationship word with a noun after it. Before shows a relationship in time, and the noun bell follows it as its object, so the preposition here is before. Last one in this set. We finished the project in spite of the delays. Careful, this preposition is more than one word. In spite of is a compound preposition, and its object is delays, so the answer is in spite of. In this second set, I'll show you a sentence and point at one word. You decide, is that word a preposition or is it an adverb? Remember the one question that settles it. Does the word have an object? Pause and choose before I answer. The hikers pressed on. Look at the word on. Ask the question, does it have an object? Nothing follows it at all. The sentence simply ends. With no noun behind it, on cannot be a preposition. It's an adverb. The kitten crawled under the fence. Look at the word under. Does it have an object? Yes, the noun fence comes right behind it, and under the fence is a neat little phrase. Because it has an object, under is a preposition. She glanced around, then smiled. Look at the word around. Is there a noun or pronoun right after it? No, a comma comes next, and around is left standing on its own. No object means no preposition, so around here is an adverb. Let's gather everything up. A preposition shows the relationship of a noun or a pronoun to some other word in the sentence. Words like above, before, and the compound ones like because of. A prepositional phrase is the preposition plus its object plus any modifiers, all writing together, the way under the old stone bridge does. And keep this last one close, because it settles almost every hard case. The same word can do 2 different jobs. If it has an object, it's a preposition. If nothing follows it, it's an adverb. Practice spotting these, and sentences will start to open up for you. In our next lesson, we'll look at conjunctions. I'll see you there.